Absolute stunning amazement, to be honest. I knew we already had some Darwin material. We've actually got 136 rock samples that were collected by Charles Darwin and by Captain Ord from the Galapagos Island and from the Ascension Island. And they're actually donated to it was actually called the Museum of Practical Geology in Jermyn Street, that opened in 1851 and ran through until 1935. And Darwin provided these specimens for an exhibit on ocean islands, effectively, and volcanic islands. But to find that we had the thin sections, as I say, something that we knew nothing about, that was absolutely amazement. And I think as we looked into it, and as Howard found out more, we realised that it was actually a fascinating window onto the way that science, geology, actually worked in the early 19th century, and the relationships between some of the key geologists of the day. No, it was absolute amazement. It's nice, obviously, for any curator looking after collections, if you realise in this case, we had material that went way back to the early 1800s, and the fact that it was all preserved in excellent condition, quite clearly the teams, over the past 160, 170 years had obviously done a very good job. In our collections, the majority of them are accurately registered, and in fact, most of them are actually available, or positions and locations are available on the web. But we do have a few of call them the known unknowns, and this was one of the known unknowns. And I have to admit that we don't have that many more known unknowns. So I would doubt we have more, but part of our job is obviously to look, see, and to make sure that we document all that we hold. The material is well preserved. It's been well looked after. It's clean. It's in good condition. It's actually survived since the 1840s. It's survived in very good condition. So I've no problem as far as the curatorial, the quality of the curation. How the fact that we weren't aware that we got them, that's really down to a little bit of bad luck, because the Geological Survey and the Survey Museum were one of the first to introduce a formal numbering system of the sort that most organisations use today. And our numbering system goes back to 1848, and these were actually looked at in 1846, 1847. And the simple answer is that had Hooker looked at them and catalogued them perhaps a couple of years later, then they would have had formal numbers on, and they would have been in all the catalogues, and we would have known all about them. So it was really the fact that he was just a couple of years too early meant that we missed them from the formal catalogues, and that's how they came to be overlooked, over the following century and a half.